Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Caitlin.
How are you today?
I am celebrating July. That's what it is.
It's June 22nd.
Okay, well, when this comes out, it's July, ma'am. It's July.
No, July is June.
No, July. It's July.
July is June.
We're doing something really special for the month of July to celebrate America.
Don't say it like that, you asshole.
Well, okay, so we're not. We thought it would be funny if we picked all international cases this month because it's America's birthday. Does no one find that funny?
Happy International Month, guys.
Yeah.
We picked 4 different countries and 4 backup countries. Sarah chose what country for today? I'm going to say a country with virtually no crime. Sarah, what country did you choose for today?
Narnia. No, Norway.
Narnia has more crime than Norway.
Well, we have learned this because Norway, I don't know if you just like take your crimes, put them in a little box and lock them up where we can't find them.
Google Norway crimes at Daria. Those 2 of them, and we're each doing 1.
Yep, we're doing the 2 we found.
Total.
2 total
I
crimes.
dug like 20 pages back in Google and I kept typing in different search words and it was like, nope, we still just found one crime. That's all you get.
You just get this one. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. But
I think you just hide them from the rest of the world. I think you just only report them locally and you threaten your journalists not to spread the word. I'm just kidding. I don't think any of
Caitlin
that.
is spreading lies about Norway. That's what we've come to here, guys.
I don't think any of that's true.
No.
Whatever, Sarah. Let's celebrate America.
Yeah, I thought it was funny.
Internationally.
How have you guys been doing at home? We're in month 11 of COVID. And yeah, that's that. What have you guys been up to? What have you been up to, Caitlin? How was your week? What was something really exciting that happened to you this week?
Or bought some curtains.
That is exciting for COVID.
Which is kind of dumb because I've lived at my current apartment for a year and a half. I have 6 months left on my lease. And my bedroom, I had to measure for curtains. My bedroom has like a super long window. Like my window in my bedroom is 8 feet long.
Why do you say that you had to measure for curtains? Like no one has to do that. Like everybody has to.
I'm saying I don't just randomly know how long my window is. Like I just measured.
That'd be cool though. That would be a great special power to just
ruining
like
my story.
Okay, sorry.
I'm just kidding. No, but my window's 8 feet, which is
okay. That's
really
pretty
long
big.
for a window. But the moral of the story is I've lived there a year and a half and I finally ordered curtains because I'm sick of the sun waking me up and coming through the blinds. But then I'm like, what's the fucking point? I'm glad I ordered them a year and a half in and I'm only going to live there for 6 more months because I plan on moving when my lease is up.
Yeah.
What happened to you this week?
Oh my God. Let's just pretend that those burps don't happen.
No, the burp is the segue.
Oh, okay. That's true. What happened to me this week? Nothing new, actually. I told you. Well, I think I just told patrons about this. I redecorated my house. I'm still feeling like a buzz from that. But honestly, nothing big and exciting. It's kind of in the same old, same old. Father's Day happened. That was fun, except my dad doesn't live in town. I got him a metal detector. I think he'll like that. I don't know.
I want a metal detector.
I thought he likes to gold pan and stuff. So, and also my mom tipped me off. So
have you ever heard of those vacations that you can go on where they literally just give you a metal detector and you get to like scope around the beach and find stuff?
No.
I want to do that.
Yo,
you just get to take a vacation and use a metal detector.
Can you and I please just have that as our like work retreat, our Luminol annual work retreat?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Metal
on the
detector.
Taxpayers' dime. We don't get taxpayer money at all.
You guys, this is now an MLM.
We need 5 lucky individuals.
We need you each to recruit people into our not cult and get them to give us their money for our not cult so we can go on a metal detector vacation. Again, MLM, not a cult.
Not a cult.
Is an MLM worse than a cult?
I mean, it ruins... Well, cults do too. I was going to say they ruin people's lives, but so do cults.
Seriously, recruit people, put them under you, and then have
physically
them recruit people.
And literally.
Put them in your basement, and then have them recruit more people. Yep. Get to work, people. What are you still doing sitting here listening to us?
Snap, snap. Hop to it. Okay, let's open a beer.
Okay.
We are having another beer from our beloved Gang Brewery, who somebody told us how to pronounce once, and I already forgot. I'm so sorry. You know who you are.
Omi? No, I think it's just
I hope so.
Ami?
No, I think it's or Om.
Gang?
Gang. I don't know. You guys, I'm sorry. But we're having the Solera. It's a seasonal release. It's a tart golden ale. I love golden ales. Little nervous that it's tart because I don't love sour stuff. But Caitlin does. So We'll try it out. It says, blended to perfection, Solera sparkles in the glass with a taste that's gently tart, delicately sweet, and completely refreshing. And this is a 6.9% alcohol by volume.
Don't be concerned, Sarah. It's only gently tart. It's not a full tart.
It's pretty bubbly.
Thank you.
I guess it did say that on the can.
Wow, thanks for topping off that.
I went to put the last bit in Caitlin's glass and I poured it on my carpet. I thought you liked it on the carpet.
I haven't smelled it yet, so I don't know. Cheers.
Sunday.
Oh, you're not going to like it, but I do.
I like the finish. It's pumpkin-y at the finish.
Absolutely not. That's good. It is very tart. It does not taste like a pumpkin at the end, but...
So it starts tart and then...
It finishes flat.
It finishes, flat and dry. So if it didn't have that more bread, yeasty finish, I would not like it.
The finish tastes like the crust on a Pop-Tart.
Mm. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like just the kind of...
Do you mean the Finnish people or the end of this beer? Get it? Because we're in Nordic areas today.
But we're not
Finnish
cannibals.
people? Okay, I thought it was funny.
But you can't turn us into cannibals for a joke.
For a joke. I can do whatever I want for a joke, Caitlin. I'm getting these people to laugh.
Are any of you laughing? Or is it just Sarah? Yeah, it tastes like the crust of a Pop-Tart.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Pop-Tart flavor?
Cherry.
Ew.
What do you mean, ew?
I don't like any of the fruity Pop-Tarts. I don't like strawberry or blueberry or cherry.
Strawberry, blueberry, cherry.
I like maple and brown sugar.
Okay, that one's a good one.
Or the s'mores ones.
I don't like the s'mores ones.
They're so good if you put them in the toaster for just a hot minute.
You know what? I like the one that has the blue frosting with the purple swirl. I think that's blue raspberry, maybe. I like the fruity ones.
I think it's called Food Coloring Central.
I like the chemical ones.
I mean, they're all chemicals.
I know. When you look at the box.
S'mores chemicals or fudge chemicals or strawberry chemicals.
I think I like the berry chemicals on this one. Everyone at home, please raise your left hand if you're berries. Raise your right hand if you're everyone else.
You guys are berry crazy. I want some more of the other people. See how I told a joke and I didn't make us cannibals?
Okay.
I'm very excited to hear your case.
Well.
Actually, I'm not.
Yeah, Caitlin knows my case because, again, there were 2 in Norway and we had to kind of fight over them.
Well, I only read a brief paragraph on it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like a small article. So I don't know all of it. Yeah. I stopped reading because I texted her and I was like, wait. Because I started to research her case and I was like, wait, there's not that many. I should check. And I go, hey, where's your case at? What's it about?
Yeah.
She goes, Norway. And it's about blah, blah, blah. And I said, damn it. Fuck you. That was my case. But fine. Goodbye.
Yeah. But you had luckily a backup, which was just the other one. Which I didn't.
There's 2.
Which I didn't read that one because I saw this one was like, well, there's not very many. So I'm just going with this one.
Sweet. Tell it. This one has some trigger warnings. I fucking know that.
This one has trigger warnings. Oh my God. That sounded like an alarm. Sound the bell for trigger warnings. The trigger warning here is child murder by child. There's no sexual assault that we know of. It's essentially just a fairly brutal child murder by children.
Just some kids murdering kids. Happy July.
Happy Independence. No. So
we lost 50% of listeners.
Sorry, guys. I will say that I'm going to be attempting to pronounce a lot of Norwegian.
Animals?
You stop.
Oh, wait. You guys, hold on. For everyone who's not a patron, Sarah, last week. Oh, wait. It's still here. Tell us what animal is on this beer bottle.
Okay, so on our Patreon episode, we had a beer that was from North Coast Brewing called Beachmaster. And the image on the beer can is a beautiful walrus. And
a what?
A walrus.
A what?
A walrus. I apparently say walrus wrong. Anyways, if you want to hear me try to imitate a walrus, like the noise that they make.
If you guys don't know what a walrus is, it's also known as a walrus.
I don't know. I learned them like walruses.
And Sarah imitates one. So if you are curious what you're missing from Patreon, it's Sarah acting like a walrus.
And me trying to do my best walrus impression. And that's on our Patreon exclusive. So if you join Patreon, you'll get to hear that. That's patreon.com/luminolpod. That was not meant to be an ad, but I made it one. Okay.
And we weren't even cannibals in that one.
No, that was a funny joke regardless.
Just walruses.
Okay, so I'm also going to try to pronounce Norwegian words, and I'm really sorry. I did my best to look up how they're pronounced. I didn't find a ton of reliable information. Just going to do my best here. I am telling you the case of Silje Redergard, a little girl who was born in 1989 and died in 1994. So she's only 5 years old, really young.
She's a baby, and she'd be like our age now.
Yeah, she'd be 31 on the 26th of June. Yeah. My sources are Wikipedia, an article by Rafe Furlong for BBC, an article by Lawrence Lee for BBC, an article by Erin James and Ian McDougall for The Guardian. McDougall, I love that name. And an article by Imre Karax for Independent. You can skip ahead halfway through if you cannot listen to this. I will not go into detail. I never go into graphic detail. Silje Marie Redergard was born during the summer of 1989. Summer's in Trondheim, where she was born. And Trondheim's the old Viking capital of Norway. Summers are cool, but warm in comparison to their months and months of snow. So summers in Trondheim average in the 60s. So in June, the average temperature is about 61 with night lows at 40 and 48. But throughout the summer, I think their highest they really get is about 68 degrees. Is that like Alaska?
It depends where you're at. Fairbanks, where I'm from, which is right in the middle of Alaska.
Yeah.
We would have summer days that were 80, 90.
Oh, wow.
Anchorage by the ocean, I'd say like the average, so like 65, 70 to 75 is still like a nice, like when it hit 75, we were like, oh my God, 75
it's hot.
degrees.
Yeah.
I'm sweating so much. Like 60, 65 was a perfect summer day.
Okay.
But you got to remember, like 3 months before it was 40 below. So
yeah.
Zero. We used to wear short. It would hit 10 above and we'd be like, fuck yeah, shorts weather.
Oh my gosh.
Because when it goes to 30 below to 10 above, you're like,
yeah, it's a lot different. Yeah, it feels good. So this is a coastal town too. So I imagine it'd be colder than inland areas. And it was in the north. So Silje, with blonde hair and hazel eyes, was a playful child, enjoying the outdoors and playing with neighborhood children. Unfortunately, like a lot of cases, it can be hard to find information about the victim. It's especially hard, which I'll get into later, because Norway doesn't report on crime in sensationalized ways. So they try not to make it a story. And so there's truly no information about Silje. But I dug and found what I could. So the Redergard family lived in the suburbs of Trondheim, near wooded patches and hills, perfect for sledding and snow games. Even in early autumn, snow in this North Sea coast town would already be in abundance. Silje's parents, Beate and Jorgen, Jorgen was her stepfather, her real dad, or biological dad, Tyr Roar, didn't live with them at the time, but I'll talk about him later a little bit. So she lived with Beate and Jorgen. And the two often let Silje out to play with the neighborhood children. So on October 15th of 1994, when Silje was 5, it was no different. The area of Norway, and honestly Norway in general, had virtually no crime. So in the 90s, it was pretty common for children to just go out and play all day and not tell your parents where you're at. Like I did that, especially in a place like Norway where we've mentioned there's no crime. So like there'd be no reason not to let your child go out and play. The area that they lived in was for lower middle class families, which is what the Redergards were. And even though it was only early October, it was a bitterly cold day as afternoon rolled in. Silje left her house to go play with friends in the neighborhood. 3 other kids, specifically who will be important, are 2 boys. One was 5 and one was 6 years old, and then Silje was 5. She walked about 100 yards from her house, bundled up, traipsing through the snow, past a hilly wooded area and ditch, and finally made it to a football field where her friends were already there, building snow castles and playing games. So Silje met her 3 friends, and they played throughout the afternoon. And what happens next is super blurry because all we have is the testimony of small children. We already know that the testimony of adults is unreliable, even when they think they're being truthful. So the testimony of children can also be unreliable. One, because they might misremember, they might not know how to explain things because their language isn't as developed, all sorts of stuff. So this is what we believe to be true and what we know based on the investigation. So the children were all playing. When they began play fighting, and they were acting out a sort of fighting scene, like they were pretending to be, this isn't what happened, but they were pretending to be like musketeers or like something like some kind of fighting game. Somehow this evolved from play fighting to actual fighting, and not just kicking and pulling hair, but like truly violent fighting. Silje was getting beat up on as the fight became